to be the best, simple and plain. That's why I play the game. To be the best, you have to win. And that's what drives me.
He's the best player in the game. It's just that simple.
Yo, what it do, good people? We back with another vid. I need y'all to like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell and spam that comment section. You coming through the door, kick your shoes off, kick your feet up, time to get comfortable. You with a negative energy, please exit the building. I don't understand how certain people can live with themselves. I just don't.
Kate had a baby and a dad.
In April of 2024, a community is left horrified and outraged when a woman with profound intellectual disabilities is discovered pregnant at her care home in Geneva, Illinois. Kane County detectives along...
Wait a minute. What they say with profound disability?
Community is left horrified and outraged when a woman with profound intellectual disabilities is discovered pregnant at her care home in Geneva, Illinois.
Let's see. Give me 1 second, y'all.
Kane County detectives launched an urgent investigation, confronted with the grim task of unmasking a predator hidden among the very staff entrusted to protect her. The following is based on official police records, and some of the following footage has never been seen before. According to their website, the Markland Center is a nonprofit organization providing care for adults with severe developmental disabilities.
Profound. People with the level of intellectual disability have an average mental age of 3 years and below. Let's see. Intellectual disability is a condition that limits intelligence and disrupts abilities necessary for living independently. Signs of this lifelong condition appear during childhood. Most people with this will need some degree of assistance throughout their lives. Support programs and educational offerings can help with managing symptoms and effects. An intellectual disability is when limitations in your mental abilities affect intelligence, learning, and everyday life skills. That's crazy. Get back to it, though. This for fair use, commentary purposes only, YouTube.
Multiple news sources state that Kate, a 43-year-old resident with Rett syndrome, who was unable to speak, stand, or use her hands, was discovered pregnant during routine medical tests. Investigators with the Kane County Sheriff's Department compiled a...
You got to be sick to take advantage of somebody that can't stand or use their hands. That's sad. That you never know if she was there lifeless and couldn't do nothing, helpless. I mean, like, and you just on top of her. I have it. Like, that's crazy. For a person to even have this type of mindset is sick. And these are the type of people that need to be exposed and locked up, because the world that we live in, there's too many of these people that's walking around, and you got kids out here that's around these predators that's coming up missing, all type of things.
List of all male employees who had access to her in late summer 2023, interviewing each one and collecting DNA samples.
Hello.
Hey.
Good, yes. Hi. Sheriff's Department.
Yes, I'm Brooke. This is Brandon. We're both.
Come on in.
Thank you.
So I know there's abuse and neglect, and I know one of our residents was sent to the hospital that morning, so I am assuming something happened with that resident. And I also do know it was only males that have been suspended. So,
You okay?
And he kind of breathing a little hard and he panicking. All right, what's going on, buddy? What's up, buddy? You got something you want to say?
something that very serious happened.
And you're not in any trouble.
No, I really enjoy my job, and the fact that, sorry.
No, it's okay.
The thought of that happening is very troubling and upsetting.
Okay. And like I said, nobody has accused you of anything.
No, I'm 100% aware. It's sorry.
No, you're okay.
I'm not crying for myself. I'm upset for the rest.
It's okay.
Yeah.
So he's saying he's not crying for himself. He's just upset, by the way. He seemed guilty to me, but we ain't gonna point no fingers, Because they say what? You innocent until you proven guilty.
Have you ever noticed like anybody else acting strange around them, or anybody that shouldn't be in the rooms?
No, I mean, we are very, I mean, we don't open the door for everyone. And as for staff, I mean, before this incident, I never thought anyone would do something like that.
That was kind of one of our other questions. Is there anybody you would think would be capable of
I would have never have thought this would happen at Markland's.
Okay.
Before they move on to question other employees, he leaves them one urgent request.
Catch the bastard.
After speaking with several more employees, investigators are left with no clear leads. However, they do learn that prior to the COVID pandemic, only female staff typically cared for female residents, a policy one employee said changed due to staffing shortages.
And that's the thing about it. COVID messed up a lot of things out here. And I feel like once COVID flew by, a lot of policies were supposed to have been interjected back in to companies, but it didn't. Because it's like COVID could come back just like that. So they got to be on the safe side. But I feel like it should have been more females on duty instead of them saying, well, since COVID, we'll just have to bring in males because it's a shortage. No. Policy states keep all females on hand for situations like this because we don't want nothing like this to occur. This is sad.
Investigators move on, next meeting with former employee, 22-year-old Isaiah Fields.
How you doing? Good. You want to go in or just talk out here?
Whatever you want.
How'd the fights go? I heard you were out there fighting in Chicago.
Yeah, I was fighting in the Golden Gloves tournament.
How'd it go?
Pretty good. I lost by decision in the finals, but I was like I had him chicken legging, so
Okay.
I'll see him again. You know.
All right. Good. Good for you, man.
Rivalries and amateurs. Thank you.
Yeah. It's awesome.
After briefly meeting Isaiah's mother, they head to the basement to speak in private.
So there was, an incident that happened there involving one of the residents. If you can just tell me kind of what when you worked there, what's the dates that you worked there?
Like early August to like, but definitely sometime in September.
Okay, early September, late September, you think?
I honestly don't remember. It was still warm outside, so
Okay.
maybe early to mid-September.
When you were working there, what were your job duties?
I was what they call it, PSP.
PSP. Okay, I've heard that talking to people. They've said that before.
The personal support.
Okay.
But I was mainly in training the entire time I was there, so I technically didn't have any like duties that I had to do really on my own.
Okay.
So everything I did was shadowed by another person.
So he came straight through the doors, huh? He came straight through the doors, huh? Okay. Now he's saying he was only around managers. Okay. So you was just only around the managers 90% of the time, huh?
Okay, so you're always with somebody for the most part?
Like 90% of the time.
Okay.
Someone like left earlier,
Okay.
like one of the managers that were I was shadowing had to go do whatever,
Gotcha.
managers do.
What kind of situations like this, everybody is guilty to me until the evidence shows who's innocent. Everybody guilty. So all the men that was on staff that day or on staff during that time period is guilty in my eyes to the DNA say different.
Gotcha. Did you ever have any problems with anybody? Did you ever see anybody that you thought was a little off? Like another, especially a male employee, anybody that you thought like this guy's made some statements or he said something or just the way his interaction was with the residents?
Not that I know of personally, honestly.
Okay.
I didn't stay there long enough to get
Chummy with anybody?
everybody, yeah.
After leaving Isaiah, investigators meet with another employee who brings up a familiar name.
Is it true that she delivered the baby?
Is it true? I'm not divulging anything. It's an open investigation.
Okay.
So I can't go into details about that.
Well, how did he get that information? Somebody must have told him that from the facility. He had to find out from somebody from the facility. Word travels, especially when coworkers got coworkers' phone numbers. Word travels.
Okay.
I can't.
Can I ask you about a certain individual that may have?
Yeah.
Isaiah Fields.
That's who we just talked to.
So you just talked to?
Yeah.
He
So we
was
just came back.
Though the employee doesn't explain why he suspects him after all the swabs are collected and processed,
know why
a
he-
DNA test comes back positive for 22-year-old Isaiah Fields. On May 10th, 2024, he's brought into an interrogation where he waits for questioning to
I want to
begin.
know why you suspect him.
Yeah, these chains hurt. Please, Lord Jesus, come on. Please, Lord Jesus, really bless me.
Is that a sign of guilt? Is that a sign of guilt when you do a crime and you know you did it and you start praying? Is that a sign of guilt?
Please don't leave me to get the Lord Jesus.
Investigators enter and read his Miranda rights.
Let me just start by asking, do you have any idea why you would be there right now? Okay, no clue? Okay. You know why I talked to you before, right, about the Markland stuff? So,
I never got any, like, you just told me it was a case of Markland.
okay. So what I would like to ask you, what we would like to know, if you could go over again, when you worked there for that just basically a month, wasn't that long, what your training was like and what it was like after training, like what your job duties were. If you can just go over that again, I would appreciate it.
For most of the time that I was there, was just training, like the police.
Mhm.
We just sat in a room and watched videos all day. That was it.
However, several employees who trained Isaiah gave a different account, explaining his duties went beyond watching training videos.
And what were your daily?
So he already caught up in the lie right there. They already talked to your employees and them and your managers. So why would you sit up here and lie? This is crazy. Lock him up. Throw away the key.
Activities when you were training him? What were you guys in charge of?
So we're in charge of doing the CNA work, so like getting them up, dressed, changed, and then transferring them to CDS, and then repositioning them, interacting with them, and then doing the same thing, changing them, and then sending them back home.
You're training how to bathe, how to
Yes.
care for them.
Yes.
So that was part of his training as well.
Yes.
But he would have never been alone.
No.
Something like that.
How do you bathe them?
So we put them.
Never been
What you
alone.
said?
No.
Something like that.
Yes.
So that was part of his training as well.
Yeah.
How to bathe, how to
Yes.
care for them.
Yes.
So that was part of his training as well.
Yes.
But he would have never been alone.
No.
Something like that.
How do you bathe them?
So we put them in a tub, and they have a chair, and they're completely, obviously.
Submerged?
No,
Or,
not
oh,
submerged.
okay.
But see, that's the thing about it, though. I don't care if it was COVID. I don't feel like they should have had males doing this because, like, why would you have a male doing this when they got to bathe and clean this person or this woman? We're going to say woman because it ain't just a person. It's a woman. Why would you just, I don't get that. You know how many freaks out here and pedos out here that love something like that? You know how many that's working at these facilities right now that's wishing they could get? Oh, I said, I feel like when it comes down to situations like this, it should not be a male taking care of a female with this type of disability or just a female period with any type of disability. No male should be a caretaker of a woman. I'm sorry. It shouldn't be no males doing, because these males, it ain't even just the males, but I'm just saying the world we live in, there's some sick people out there. Just put it like that. Some sick people out there.
The water is running, or they have, what is it called?
Like a faucet or a shower head.
So you basically sit not like this, but a chair in a shower, and then you can take it off and
Yes.
spray them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so at some point at the end of your training, were you not with the trainer anymore? Were you kind of on your own schedule during the day?
I forget what they called it, but it was like a probationary period.
Sure.
So like you were always like with someone until you were like considered an actual nurse.
This account is consistent with what his trainers told investigators.
Would you have left him alone, or anybody for that matter, alone for an extended period of time with the resident while they're on training?
No.
Are you leaving anybody alone, the trainees with the residents or anything like that?
They're not supposed to be left alone with the residents.
But you see what I'm saying? This making him look innocent because she's saying he ain't supposed to be left alone with the residents. But they got DNA, so DNA trumps all that. I'm sorry, DNA trumps all that.
As questioning continues, Isaiah insists that he remained in his probationary period until he claims he was fired for consistently showing up late.
I just like don't really like fit in too many people.
Employees who trained Isaiah highlighted odd behavior he exhibited during his training.
It's kind of odd.
Okay.
Just in general, just like very off.
Anything that stuck out to you was odd or anything like that?
He wouldn't listen. He would always question, oh, why do you have to do it that way? And it's like, you're in healthcare. It's like, there's specific ways to do certain things.
Mm-hmm.
He would like face talks some of the residents, and we have cameras in the classroom, and the angle of it all was just really bad. They would
Yeah.
have the cameras, and we have cameras in the classroom, and
What
he
did he
would
say?
like
He
face
was like,
talks
face talks.
some of the residents, and we have cameras in the classroom, and the angle of it all was just really bad. They
Mm.
would
Yeah.
have the cameras and would literally look like he was hitting her.
I should clarify, he never actually did.
No, he never actually
Okay.
did.
Right. So
As the
I-
interrogation continues, Isaiah appears to
I guess-
become overwhelmed with emotion, and investigators work to put him at ease.
What's upsetting you? It's okay.
No, it's not. He wasn't supposed to do what he did. If he did,
I'm here to listen. If something's upsetting you, please let us know. We'll see what we can do to help.
Not really like
Upsetting you, please let us know. We'll see what we can do to help.
not really like anything in particular. Just oh, just life's not easy, you know.
I know.
That's all.
I get it. Life gives us some curveballs sometimes.
It's 24.
he crying. He crying. He giving it. He giving it. He did it. He crying. This is crazy. Sick individual who really needs some help. And just imagine how many other sick individuals that's roaming the streets like him that probably worked in different facilities. And it's crazy.
I've never had the guidance of a man. My father died when I was really young.
Oh.
I've just never.
You hear what he said? His father went in the house. He didn't have no guidance. See, this is what you create when the father is absent in the home.
So man, my father died when I was really young.
Oh.
I've just never really had like proper guidance. You know?
As one detective leaves the room to get Isaiah more water and a snack, the remaining investigator sits with him as his emotions continue to unravel.
Take a breath. You're okay. I'm not gonna let anything happen to you. You're all right. And I'm really sorry to hear that about your dad and stuff, okay? But that's sorry.
He guilty. He guilty.
It's okay.
That's fucked up.
It takes a lot for you to sit here and allow yourself to have these feelings.
They want him to confess.
You know, to allow yourself to have emotion. That can be a lot, especially in front of people you don't know.
I'm not trying to be difficult. I just think it'd be within my best interest to get it turned.
I can. I can't ask you any more questions though. No. It's okay. I'll leave you at it. She'll give you. Go.
I'm a telling her this.
What's that?
I'm reading them to tell.
Yeah, you tell me. Yeah, whatever.
Just so you know, Kate had a baby and you're the dad.
Damn.
As in
Whoa, shit. I didn't see her saying it like that after this. Hold on.
investigators exit the room, Isaiah processes the gravity of the situation and the consequences. Investigators
You're the dad.
Yeah, whatever.
Just so you know, Kate had a baby and you're the dad.
As investigators exit the room, Isaiah processes the gravity of the situation and the consequences he's facing.
Life is over. Such a idiot.
Yeah, you an idiot. And you nasty too. And you just, that's some weird behavior. How could you even, that's, and the fact, this is crazy.
The consequences he's facing.
Life is over. Such a idiot. Give me the opportunity, Lord Jesus. I'm begging
Begging for Jesus now.
Just give me one chance. That's all I ask. Give me one chance. I'm sorry.
Oh, You know, if people find out that you did this, bro, first of all, they're gonna put you on the, I think they put you on a sexual sex offender list, first of all, for this. Like that's I don't even want to walk around no more after this, man, because that's like people looking at you from a certain way now. You nasty, man. Little kids, stay away from him. Man, like, no, I'm for real.
I'm doing military fucking thing, right? I'm gonna get all my money up. Be homeless without farmer. Military fucking thing, right?
What?
I'll do anything. I'm doing military fucking thing, right? I'm gonna get all my money up. Be homeless without farmer. I'll do anything, God. Please, please, just give me one more chance, please.
You fucked up, bro. That's crazy. This man come back. He done went had a little boxing match in Chicago. Not even thinking like this is like how first of all, how could you take advantage of somebody like that and then leave evidence behind? Stupid. Like
Please allow me a chance into this child's life. Help me with sex offenders list. Anything. Please don't make me spend years in jail. I'm begging.
Multiple news outlets have reported that Kate developed a dangerous pregnancy condition known as preeclampsia, and that the infant died after spending 11 weeks in neonatal intensive.
Woo! So he, damn. So do he get charged for the death of the baby? Damn, bro, like.
Multiple news outlets have reported that Kate developed a dangerous pregnancy condition known as preeclampsia, and that the infant died after spending 11 weeks in neonatal intensive care. However, we've not been able to independently confirm these reports. According to an official press release from the state attorney's office, on January 14, 2025, Isaiah Fields pled guilty to aggravated criminal sexual assault and was sentenced to 25 years imprisonment in the Illinois Department of Corrections, with 308 days credited for time spent in the Kane County Jail. In addition, Isaiah must register for life as a sexual offender in accordance with the Illinois Sexual Offender Registration Act.
Damn, bro, you threw your whole life away over some shit like that, bro. That was stupid. Man, prayers go out to the family of the victim. Hope she all right. And I hope that wasn't true about the baby, but I want to know, do he get charged for that too? Because of the, damn, man. Well, they gave him 25. They gave him 25 years. Then once he get out, he got to register as a sex offender. So he ain't getting out till he done in 50. Or almost 50. That's crazy. Y'all like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. We the People TV. Gone.